Hello and welcome to the video. You join us here today in the Czech Republic. We're here in the town of Brynjov and we are trekking back through the hills and geocaching along the way as well. I've of course got my gorgeous translator with me as well, Betty, because otherwise I wouldn't understand any of the hints or clues. It is going to be an interesting day of geocaching through the hills and seeing what we can find along the way. Join along. As you can probably gather, it's pretty cold here in the Czech Republic at the moment. Temperatures overnight are dropping between -8 and -10, and every morning you wake up to just the entire landscape frozen over. Geocaching's had a bit of an upgrade since I last did it. However, you can see our first cache is coming up in sight just there, and we're heading up this trail currently. 102 meters left in that direction. I've been informed this geocache is allegedly called The Secret of the God Bastard. That's what it translates to in English anyway. I think we're on the first location, however the hint is in Czech. Go on, go away, Miss Translator.
Well, it's not accurate, but it's on the bottom of the tree. Don't forget to take initials from the wooden box.
There we go, first geocache found. Is a little bit wet, this one. Looks like it's not been found in a while. There's a few bits of cache in here anyway. Some peculiar woman with yellow hair. Look, it looks like you, though.
Yay! I don't have a yellow hair.
Oh, and look, I found a cow that looks like me as well. There we go. Anyway, we found that. We've got to take photos allegedly because I think this is like a series of caches. So you take photos as you go along. We'll take a photo of it and then we'll move on to the next one. It's a good start though. We found that in about 5 minutes. We found it in 5 minutes. You found it in about 5 minutes while I was looking at trees down there. Cache logged. On to the next one. Throughout the journey today we're following the blue and white flags on the trees. Makes walking a lot easier. Let's face it, through most of Europe they've got exactly the same system and it works. Whereas in the UK, you have to know where you're going if you want to go out. Speaking of which, another flag on the tree, indicating we're heading in the right direction. This next geocache is called Wallachian Views. So we're expecting some spectacular views across this little region we're in. The hint for this one is in the middle, and we're just coming up to a big open field. There is a little shooting hut over there, so I'll probably go check that out. The views were spectacular when we arrived at the shooting hut. It became clear this was the place we were going to find the geocache, so we dropped our stuff off and started searching around, looking everywhere, under, over, until we found the cache itself. Definitely in this area anyway. Do we think we've spotted it maybe? Oh, could it be? Ah, yeah, just under there, look. There we go. Oh, it's a little bit it's a little bit destroyed. Let's have a look. That's the lid. Oh no. I think we take that out really carefully. That is the logbook just there. We might be able to sign that one.
Yes, we will.
We'll just sign. There you go. There you go, we'll pop that back in its tube. There you go, back in its little hiding place there. Ready for the next person. Oh, that's a pretty easy one, and the views definitely live up to the geocache's name anyway. A little bit wet that cache like the last one. I'll have to see what the next few are like. Onward to the next geocache. Our next one's really close. Phone reckons 60 meters, and we're going to come across it just on the side of the path. Important translators back on it again. Where do we need to be looking, Boo?
On the side of the tree trunks, it's a small leaves, around 2.5 meters from the road.
There's a tree stump here,
Okay.
which is next to a small tree. But I just looked here and I couldn't seem to...
Oh yeah, that's the bird.
Oh! There we go. That's quite funny.
Do you have it on the camera?
Yeah. This is thoroughly for dead, I think, this one. We'll take a photo anyway. Right, yeah, pop it back in its little hiding place. Of course, get it logged as well. There we go. I love a geocache like that. When you look in the correct location, don't find it, have another look, and there it is. It's a shame they're all a bit wet, really, to properly sign, and there's not much cash in them either. However, it's making for a fun little day out in the Czech hills, that's for sure. This little series is quite cool. We've got, I think, another 2 or 3 to do along route. This next one's a bit of a walk, so do the walk and we'll see what we can find. In all the excitement of getting drone shots, we've actually just walked past a geocache, which is the whole point of the video. Looks like we've walked 42 meters past it, so we're now just walking back in the opposite direction. The hint is at the height of 50 centimeters, so I've got a feeling we know where this is going to be. It should be pretty easy. There's a little metal box just coming up. A good chance it's going to be a micro maybe stuck onto it. We've got this transformer box just here, or it could be, but there is also this post as well. The difficulty on it is only a 1, so I don't think we should be looking too hard for it. GPS seems a little bit all over the place, so I'm going to wander back a bit and see if it's in this mast or this tree just up here. I'm not sure it is going to be that little micro. Yeah, I think it really does like this tree. Oh, good job. Well, I'm not sure about at a height of 50 centimeters. Oh, yeah. There we go. I think it's fallen off that stump up there potentially. Oh yeah, we could sign the log on this one, I think.
It's 29 now,
30. I'm going to put it at the height of 50 centimeters just because that's what the hint actually was, which I'm guessing is just on top of that stump in there. You shouldn't really move geocaches from where you found them, but sometimes it's kind of obvious where the hint is meant for it to be. It also looks like it's probably just been knocked off there by the wind, so I'll pop it back on that tree stump. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense now, and it's still nice and hidden anyway in the foliage. I imagine in the summer that's probably quite a difficult find actually, when all the leaves are down. This time of year, not so much. It's quite a good time to geocache really in the winter. Geocaching in the summer is a little bit harder. Distance is getting shorter and shorter in this geocache as we've walked but a few steps, and there is another one. I reckon this one is near a hollowed out tree or something to that effect anyway. I think we need to go off into the woodland and see if we can find it. It didn't look like it was that far off the path, to be honest. Even with our expert translator here, we still can't seem to quite translate the hint, so we're going to call it a day on that one because we are losing daylight. We're going to move on to the next one. Sometimes you just got to DNF and just move on with your day, haven't you, to be honest. This one has got a lot of favourite points on it, so it's got 56, so it must be something a bit special. Not quite as special as the views up here though. It is spectacular walking up and around here today. How far have we got done?
12 meters.
12 meters.
Oh.
Ah, cool. Back into the woods we are. There's people coming. Wait till there's muggles on their way. There they are. When the coordinates have been taken in a woodland like this, they're normally off most of the time. Ah! Thank God that's easy. There we go. Oh, there's a bit of black tarp that should be covering it, but anyway, that would make it slightly harder to find. Oh, this one does look dry though. There we go.
Yay.
Oh, it's actually like crinkly paper, it's properly dry. Right, I'll give that a sign. 24. There we go, re-hide the cache. I'll try and hide it a little bit better than it was when we came across it. That made it very easy to find. We are going to aim for one more geocache. We're going to make it 5. Well, I don't know, 5 for 6, or we'll call it 5 for 5 for today. It looks like it's going to be up at a very pretty viewpoint to finish the video too, which should be really lovely. So let's see if we can make it 5 geocaches in one day in the Czech Republic. I think if we manage to find them, then you know what, we are on to a winner. For the final one, we've set an ambitious task. We've decided to find one that's a 3 difficulty and 3 terrain as well. Changed tack slightly. There was too many muggles about at the last one, so we moved on a little bit further, and we're now trying one out called the Secret Boulder. We think we've seen it in the distance, and it looks pretty epic. So hopefully it should be an epic end to a video, and we can actually find a geocache and make it 5 for 5.
I want to say, I know you have a travel insurance, but be careful.
That is the Secret Boulder just behind us. Question is, where is the Secret Boulder geocache? We need a translation of the hint. We'll find out and see what this one's all about.
It's saying stone protector.
Stone protector. Right, well that's useful. I'll check the compass, see what we can see. 30 metres, we'll be off a cliff if we go 30 metres. I'm not sure that stone's moving.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yes, maybe. Maybe. Ah! Thorns everywhere. Is it? Yes, there we go. There's been a sign since August in here. There you go, my freezing cold hands. I'll put in our last little scribble. Alright, that's it. Let's hide this one back. Make sure it's thoroughly under that rock there. Well, I'm glad we found our final geocache. It's always tricky finding these things in the snow, especially because most of the time they're buried, and with no help from the photo hint at all, we managed to find that final one. We are going to head up to the top of Mystery Rock now for a nice cup of tea with some views, and we're going to call it a day on our geocaching adventure. We valued our life slightly, so we've stopped, just short of the summit up there for a lovely cup of tea on the Secret Rock, or whatever it was called. I don't know, the Secret Rock, Secret Boulder, to finish our little journey. It's been quite fun out here. I've not been in the Czech Republic before. It's my first time, and it's obviously where my gorgeous partner is from. So it's lovely to be here, and what a way to explore it, doing a few geocaches along the way. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like, subscribe, comment, I don't know, do lots of things, and maybe one day we will get many views. I will see you in the next video.